In this lecture, I'm going to help you understand how to unlock your infinite potential. First, you must understand and develop a certain mindset. Now, this information comes to us from Dr. Carol Dweck. She says that, quote, people tend to have one or two mindsets. There is one that is really helpful to your learning and another that is not very beneficial to your learning. The two mindsets are having a fixed mindset versus having a growth mindset. Now, having a fixed mindset means that you believe that you are who you are and that you only have so much potential. You are only so smart, or you can only jump so high. You either are really good at a certain subject like science, or you're not really good at science. So it's this belief that you can never grow or change that you have about yourself. This is not a good mindset to have when it comes to learning. You believe that these were the cards that you were dealt and you can't get any better and you can't improve your current circumstances and improve your results. Now, on the other hand, she says that the growth mindset is the belief in yourself that you can improve, you can learn, and you can change and you can improve your life, your circumstances, and your results. Research on the brain shows that we can do all of these things. Our brain is incredibly flexible. It can change. It can adapt. I want you to think of a situation where you had to think on the fly or you had to adapt to a situation really quickly. Well, that was your brain adapting to the situation. It was flexible. It had to be. Were you ever in a situation where, you had to make a quick decision? I think that whenever I'm driving in an automobile, and I'm trying to make a turn or I'm trying to decide whether to go through a red light, a green light, or whatever it may be, these decisions happen very quickly, and our brain is meant to handle these challenges and able to adapt and be very flexible. It's actually critical that our brain is able to do that. So let's use another example. Say that you've not been very good at sports your entire life, or you believe that you've never been very good at sports. And all of a sudden you start putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into trying a specific sport. Well, the more that you begin to learn the sport, you'll see that you can become great at sports and great at that specific sport as well. Because your brain is flexible. It's learning new things about the sport. And even though you've in the past maybe not been very good at it, with the right training and the right learning, science tells us that our brain can change, and it will change all the way up until we die. So it's some really amazing information. You can be really not so good at something, but if you start to understand how your brain works and how your mind works and how your belief systems work, you can change and you can become great at anything. This is what these geniuses that we've talked about have been understanding about themselves. You see, they didn't say that, oh, I can't be good at this, or oh, I don't know anything about science, or oh, I'm not a very smart person. No, what they said was that they were going to direct their energy and their mind into a specific end, just like Napoleon Hill told us. This is the power of having a growth mindset. Now, when you have a fixed mindset, you're limiting yourself to, quote, just being good enough. You have this belief that you can never really become great at anything because you have this understanding and belief that there's a ceiling, that there's a cap to stuff. Well, as we found out in our last lecture, that's not true. You have infinite potential. No one can tell you how much potential you have. When you have this growth mindset, you believe that you can get better. You can improve your results, and you do that by studying and learning. As we have learned, we have infinite potential. Developing a growth mindset is absolutely essential to your learning process. So you have a choice before you move any further in this course. Which mindset are you going to choose? The fixed mindset, where you believe that you cannot improve or you can't get any better at anything? Or are you going to have the growth mindset, where you believe that you can get better and you can learn something and that you can improve your results over time? I suggest that you choose the growth mindset. It's a lot more fun, and it's going to benefit you so much more in the future. I hope you were inspired by this lecture. I know the first time I heard about this information, I was, and I hope to keep inspiring you more throughout our remaining lectures in this course.